is game number 1 in the European finals. Upper bracket best of 5, Echo versus NiceBeam.
David versus Goliath right now. Europe is all about who can beat Echo, and NiceBeam are going to be starting with a completely unique composition, a Shadow Priest, Balance Druid, Holy Paladin. But Echo, they're going back to the bread and butter Rogue Mage Priest, and we saw how phenomenal Holy Priest was in North America, and Met on Holy Priest is going to be really gnarly. They've already isolated Corki right in the opening stages, forcing major defensive cooldowns, potentially even more. Combustion from Raikou is getting huge value. They proc his Spore Cloak. They almost cut him down through it. They might perhaps kill him through everything at the moment. Shadowy Duel was closes it in 30 seconds, and man, Echo is a team that they will damp you if they need to. They will race you down if they need to. What can this team not do is the question.
He's going for the swaps, but we'll see exactly what happened here. So Numbers gets put into a Kidney Shot, into a Ring of Frost. Meh is there, Mind Games. Raikou connects with the Combustion. Sheep onto Aeritros. I mean, look at this triple CC. And at this point, Numbers gets feared, and the Shadowy Duel is available for Waz. Corki goes for the Cyclone. Waz, I think, uses... actually, I think they kick it, or I'm not sure. And there's the Shadowy Duel coming out there onto Corki. And at this point, he just dies in the duel on that last couple of seconds. And they just take it. But I think it was a mistake from Numbers to sit through that fear as well in that opener for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he sat basically everything. I mean, this CC chain is played perfectly by them. It's Kidney into Ring, into Full Fear, and then the duel comes out after that. And yeah, I don't think there's really anything else that Corki could have done. Corki went through basically every defensive he had.
Go after him. Now they're Shadow Stepping over. They're gouging the Balance Druid. Kidney Shot onto the Paladin. Sheep onto the Shadow Priest. Clean triple crowd control. They isolate Corki once again. He immediately trinkets, but Mind Games is already up. They're connecting the Combustion. Is he going to die through Heart of the Wild and Barkskin, much like round 1? He gets life gripped across the midfield. Master Spell comes through. Corki's back behind the pillar with Numbless, and he should be able to pick him up, but using the Balance Druid's trinket does mean that Shadowy Duel is even more threatening, and it's still available. And even despite Numbless not being in CC, like, Corki is just not going to full health.
NiceBeam doing a much better job in this second game surviving, but the offensive pressure is going to be the struggle. Raikou getting a little bit low, Waz getting a little bit lower as Meh has some work to do to pick them back up, but Numbless is still low on cooldowns here, and Corki could be in a lot of trouble. There's the Kidney Shot onto Numbless. They're trying to get some CC out off of it. They get the Ring of Frost, and Corki now in a world of hurt here. Aeritros has got to try to peel, got to try to keep him safe, because there's another Sheep, and there's still Meh sitting on top waiting for that Fear, and Corki's getting incredibly low now. The Fear comes out, but the MD was perfectly timed from Aeritros. It's going to get Numbless out of there, and maybe NiceBeam can look to turn it around.
Yeah, NiceBeam going to look to turn it around here. Matt dropping to 50% HP, but he manages to heal himself back up around the corner. Waz in a full Cyclone right now. Raikou trying to reset his cooldowns here, and he's going to have that Combustion available here. Numbless got nothing, no answers here. 40 seconds remaining on that bubble. They could try to take down Corki. They could try to take down Numbless as well, depending on how they try to set this one up. They get a full Sheep on the Numbless. This looks like a Numbless swap potentially, and are they going to go for it? Waz there, gets Kidney Shot. Here's the swap. Big damage onto Numbless. Corki trying to save him, but the cheap shot Corki. Another cheap shot here onto Numbless. Aeritros spamming out the heals, spamming out the Mind Games in the back line, trying to keep him alive, but I don't think Numbless is going to survive this one, and Echo are going to take it there. Beautiful swap. It looked a little flimsy there towards the end. It looked like Waz maybe wanted to go after Corki there, but actually it looked like Waz wanted to go after Numbless, but they didn't. They weren't sure of how to deal with Corki there towards the end, but
here's a Combustion proc. Are they ready for it? Combustion's coming off cooldown again in 10 seconds. This is where they need to trade anti-magic zone. Aeritros needs to avoid CC, save a Lichborn, get ready. IBF is stunned, and here he's got IBF a cheap shot, and he blinds Waz with the smoke bomb, buying time for Trend to get out of it and get towards Numbless, but Waz shadow steps over. He's forced to stun him defensively. He's so low at this point. Is he going to go down to the Shadowy Duel? He's in critically low health, and somehow, some way, he survives. He navigates through the Shadowy Duel to buy enough time. Numbless is now connecting the heals. Met is going to jump into the Spirit of Redemption, channel out that terrific crescendo, and get a huge Divine Hymn onto the whole team, and his team is going to be bolstered. So much extra healing from that talent. It's a super effective PvP talent into a Death Knight, and Trend might just fall over to nothing at the moment. Combustion is up, even without any CC. He's dying through any magic zone. He's ducking out of it. He's trying to reverse the crowd control, and Numbless is going for Tears of Deliverance. He needs to finish that cast. He gets it up. He needs to keep his team aggressive. If at this point in the game they still haven't got a cauterize or a block, they're still so far behind. They're tied on mana. They cannot win this game if they are not forcing cooldowns cooldown soon. Trend just got a demon proc. This is going to amplify his damage. He needs to connect. He goes for an I-beam. He's getting interrupted. They know if they interrupt every I-beam, Trend's going to lose so much damage from his set bonus on Season 2, and they just keep spam interrupting them. Set up onto the Death Knight, punishing that IBF earlier. Big setup, and Numbless is forced to trinket and sacrifice the Death Knight, a cooldown that he'd much rather save for himself or the Demon Hunter.
Full cheap shot, full kidney here onto Trend. Can they find any more damage? He procs a demon at the right time, and Trend manages to self-sustain himself. Numbless still with a little bit mana left in the tank, a slight mana lead. The Hunt comes out onto Raikou. Is he ready? He's going to block the dot from the Hunt here, trying to keep himself alive for now, but where are the openings now? I think NiceBeam have actually managed to weather the storm here. If they can get enough uptime onto Raikou, he's going to be in huge trouble. Can they stay alive? Can they do it? All it takes is just one clean setup for the RMP, but I don't know if they have the time to do it. They're going for it right now. Full stun here, coming out onto Eritros. They're going after him. Full fear onto Trend and Numbless. Double trinket overlap here, coming out from Trend and Numbless, and that could be an opening later on, Sid.
Oh man, they're actually so close to a win, and now they don't have Trinket Darkness for the next setup, and Raikou's got Combustion. He needs the anti-magic shield. They drop down the zone. They imprison Raikou. They're stalling damage, trying to buy time. They need to live this Combustion. They grip Raikou back into the anti-magic zone. They're getting full value. Numbless is bombing and Flash of Light around the corner, avoiding those interrupts that they're just constantly putting into Trend. They blind Trend during his metamorphosis. They're isolating the Death Knight and dampening. It's a kidney shot smoke bomb. This is it for him. Numbless needs to get in that bomb right now. He's going to Divine Shield. Does he have the healing? Dampening is so high. They MD the Divine Shield. They cheap shot him out, and Eritros is going down through everything. Triple fear. Darkness is not enough. And Echo clean sweep. NiceBeam 3-0.